Всех приветствую. С вами Александр Александрович. И что мы будем делать? Правильно, будем продолжать изучать английский язык, изучать грамматику, а точнее употребление артикля с исчисляемыми существительными, имеющими при себе определение. Итак, употребление артикля с существительным, имеющим при себе определение, зависит от характера определения. То есть, когда определение выражено определительным придаточным предложением, причастным оборотом или предложным оборотом, существительное может употребляться с определенным или неопределенным артиклем, без артикля или с местоимениями, в зависимости от того, является ли оно индивидуализирующим, классифицирующим или описательным. Что ж, попробуем разобраться, что это, и попробуем понять. Итак, индивидуализирующее определение служит индивидуальным признаком, отличающим данное лицо от всех лиц или предметов этого класса. То есть выделение одного предмета из многих, то есть при наличии индивидуализирующего определения, существительным употребляется с определенным артиклем. Like the film that I saw yesterday. Получается, that I saw yesterday, индивидуализирующее определение. All right, there is a man who came here yesterday. The cases unloaded from the steamship's Gulf have been placed in a warehouse. The telegram brought by the secretary was very important. The walls of my room are painted blue. I have lost the key of my room. The apples on the tree are quite ripe. It's all right, спелые. Окей. Иногда возможны ошибки, употребляя перед существительным определение, имеющим при себе индивидуализирующее определение, выраженное предложением придаточным местоимения that вместо артикля the. То есть, here is the student I told you about. Не that student, а именно the student. На самом деле особой разницы нет, но правильно считается с артиклем, а не с that. Окей. Классифицирующее определение служит признаком, по которому лицо причисляется к какому-либо классу предметов. Так, при наличии классифицирующего определения существительное в единственном числе употребляется с неопределенным артиклем, а во множественном числе без артикля. So, получается, a letter which is written in pencil is difficult to read. Получается, письмо, существительное, which is written in pencil, это классифицирующее определение. Vessels built for the transportation of oil are called tankers. Получается, судно, построенные для перевозки нефти, называются танкерами. A rectangle with equal sides is called a square. И описательное определение служит либо для описания лица, либо для сообщения дополнительных сведений. Определение в этом случае не влияет на выбор артикля, и существительное употребляется с артиклем или с местоимениями на основании общих правил, независимо от наличия такового определения. So we went to the lake, which was very stormy that day. То есть даже если бы не было, было бы то же самое. We went to the lake. And I spoke to the manager who promised to ship the goods at once. And we have received a letter which contains interesting information on the state of the rubber market. I have a wonderful clock, which is 100 years old. In his lecture, the professor stated some figures which clearly illustrate the striking development of our industry. Now, they have sold a cargo of 6,000 tons of ore. They sent us a check for 3,000 rubles. right? We have ordered some engines of 2,000 horsepower each. It's a horsepower, существительная сила. So I think that's it for the day with theory. Достаточно для теории сегодня. So let's do an exercise for this paragraph. Вместо точек ставьте, где требуются артикли, и укажите, является ли определение индивидуализирующим, классифицирующим или описательным. Честно говоря, даже непонятно, зачем это нужно. Но все может быть полезно при изучении в институте. Okay. I cannot find the book which you gave me this morning. So, and clock in the hall is slow. I've received a telegram of great importance. I was standing on the top of the hill. I've bought an overcoat with fur collar. I've sold a cargo of 5,000 tons of wheat. Lives on the house opposite the station. What would you lend me is very interesting. This is a book which you will like. A dog which was running with a large piece of meat which he had stolen came to this tree over which there was a little bridge. Yesterday I met an old friend who I recognized at once. The garden which is at the back of that house has a tennis court. Here is the pen you need. He's a teacher whom we all admire. This morning the postman brought me a letter without the stamp. You can buy bread in the bakery around the corner. The man who has no patience cannot play chess well. That boy they're looking for, son has a very good English teacher who knows a language perfectly, so like me. Is that the man you spoke to yesterday? A large branch broken by the wind lay across our path. The street which leads to the cinema is very wide, and the person who's sitting next to me is a famous painter. So let's try to guess which type of the definition is it. The book which you gave me, это книга, которую дали. I think that's just description, and this is completely understandable. I've received a telegram of great importance, though the thing that's individualizing, standing on the top of a hill, also individualizing, and broad overcoat with the fur color. Classification. So let's just skip to the. Oh, we don't have the clue for this at all. Получается, ключа даже нет на это. So why should we? Let's just skip it, right? Можно просто пропустить это и перейти к следующему упражнению. Более практически тяжело это поддается пониманию. Получается, ну вот, например, 15-е. Этим утром почтальон принес письмо без марки. И какое здесь это определение? Индивидуализирующее, классифицирующее или определительное? Вообще получается, что письмо без марки получается как без марки, это получается индивидуализирующее. So I just skip to the next exercise. Last summer, we were living in a village, which was on the Thames side or bank, in a little house surrounded by a garden, a small garden. Someone was stayed in a village situated on the Thames in a little house surrounded by a small garden, like this. The house in which we were living in the summer was surrounded by a big garden, by a large garden. Okay. Yesterday I spoke to the man who spent several years in England. Spoke to the man who spent several years in England. Don't remember the facts which he had stated in his report. Actually mentioned in his report. In his report, he mentioned figures which clearly illustrate the rapid development of our industry. Rapid development of our industry. Okay, man who wants to take control of, want to get the English in foreign language, should work very hard and systematically. Person who wants to learn a foreign language must work very hard and systematically. I've just read a story which I liked very much. Right? The story which I just read is very interesting. Okay. Yesterday I spoke to the director who told me he will help me in this matter, in this business. I spoke to the director who told me that he will help me in this business. People who do physical exercises usually. Люди бывают очень здоровым. People who do physical exercises usually are very healthy. Are usually very healthy. People who have physical training are usually very healthy. Okay, the house which is being built in our street will be one of the largest buildings in Moscow. The highest houses in Moscow is being built in our street will be one of the highest houses in Moscow. Last summer, when I was in the Crimea, I rested very well. I had a good rest. All right. So that's it from me for today. And see you tomorrow and goodbye. До свидания. До завтра.